Thank you, sir. Salamat po. Got a nice thunderhead booming over there, you guys. Nice thunderhead. Watch this lightning. Of course, now that I'm live, it's not gonna fucking... Mike Foodie, good morning. Give me a second, I don't have the, I know. I don't have the, I know, palae de ba. As Jonah would say. Escape. Escape, escape. Customize. Negative. X out. Not dead yet. What's up? Hey, can you guys hear me? Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? BT and Betty's. Can you hear me now? Mike Foodie, can you hear me now? Got some nice lightning going on over there. Of course, now that I went live, it's not, I know. It goes to sleep on me. Nice thunderhead. You see that? That's like that southeast Florida thunderheads that they get over there. Thank you, Mike. Lima Charlie, loud and clear, baby. Lima Charlie. There's like, I don't know, 50% chance of thunderstorms all day long today, but that's going to be the start of it right there. Looks like a Pinatubo eruption, right? I love lightning storms, man. There's nothing better. I could be one of those storm chasers. Hey, where you at, Jeff? Where you at now, brother? Jeff is the world traveler. Mike Foodie, that's correct. I'm so far behind. I'm so far behind on vlogging, you know what I mean? And you know, not only that, but I'm just so unenthused by the whole idea. YouTube just fucking bores me to tears and does nothing at all for my golf swing. I'm here strictly for my 8 followers. That's it. The 8 people I've got that watch. Who knows? Maybe I'll find it amusing again one day. Just been doing it for so long. I'm just so unamused by it anymore. But it's fun to come on, it's fun to log on and talk to you guys anyway. So there's that. I've got at least 6 more vlogs sitting on my desktop at home that were done probably 8 weeks ago. Jesus. How about that? This is what we got. This is the state of affairs we're in here. We've got the coffee. This is the standard here, okay, at Harley's Pub and Hotel. Baloy, Long Beach Road, baby. This is what if you order coffee, this is what they bring you, okay? And for you fucktards who don't know what this is, I'm not even going to tell you, all right? Mango shake. How you like me now, Mike Foodie? You see the little chunks of mango in there? Oh, baby. You're wishing you were me right now, right? This, my friends, is real cream. All right? This isn't that fucking boxed coffee bullshit. This is... So anyway, that's what we got going on. That's the always take your chocolate flavored vape with you everywhere you go, right? That right, Mike? Mike Foodie, I need you to find one of these for me, okay? Can you get a hold of these in Canada? These refillable, I know. You see what I've got going on here? This comes off. You remove this black juice. Can you get, or even in Dominican Republic and stop for me, please? Please. There's very many different kinds that you can get. The thing weighs about 1 kilo, okay? It's heavy because there's a big battery in there. A removable, refillable vape. Please, somebody help me. Wherever you're at in the world. These are illegal in the Philippines, and as soon as this one dies, I'm right fucked, as they say. As the UK boys would say, oh, you're right, mate. You are right fucked. If anybody's watching, well, to all 3 of you that are going to log in today, please help me, okay? We are in an emergency situation here. All right, I'm not bullshitting you. If I don't find one of those, I'm going to die. And we don't want that, right? I've said enough. Hey, now. There we go. And again, it's calm as a cucumber here. Calm as a cucumber. It's time to break out the water skiing boat. Right? Time to break out the water skiing boat. Do a little skiing. Not dead yet adventures. Jeff, may I remind you, sir, that I live in the Philippines. I don't live in California or the USA. Catch up, Jeff. Where you been? Hello, live stream from Harley's Pub, Baloy Beach. That's Philippines, baby. Oh, look at that. We've got some sardines fucking going off out there. You guys see that? Mike Foodie, that's correct. And there's like 100 different variations of this, the thing that I showed you. I'll send you some pics of it, okay? And I'll send you some pics of the other one that I have. So you've got a couple of examples to look at. Surely these are still legal in Canada. Of course, I don't know. I mean, there has to be some place that you can buy these. If I have to go back to Thailand, hey, don't make me go back to Thailand. I'm going to go back there and buy like 10 of these things. Adrian Smith, I'm watching it right here. I've got it on the telly. He's 3 shots back, but he's not on the leaderboard, right? On page 1. Harley, you guys. This is the coolest place on Baloy Beach. The place just packs out all the time. Why? Because it's fucking awesome. That's why. I gotta stop humming. Philo's always humming because he gets bored that quick, you know. The ADD starts kicking in. There we go. We got it right here. Don't worry, boys. I've got it all sorted right here. Oh, there he is. 3 shots back. We got it all sorted right here. Okay. Fuck you, McElroy. I'm sick of your ass. You know what's going to happen, Adrian? You know what's going to happen to McElroy? He's going to he's going to pull a Phil. You know who I'm talking about? He's going to pull a Phil. What did our boy Phil always do going down the stretch in a major championship? He did it many years in a row before he finally turned that corner. He's gonna shank one into the woods. McElroy, he's gonna hit a shanker. I know it. I can feel it coming. That's my prediction. McElroy is going to hit the shankroid. Okay? We all know what that is. He's going to hit the shankroid into the woods. He's going to get all fucking razzled the way Phil used to. He's going to be standing over the ball and his knees are going to be knocking. He's going to have to hit it out of the pines, the little pine needles. That's my prediction. A McElroy choker on Sunday. It's only Saturday at the Masters, so we got that to look forward to, right, Adrian? He's going to pull a Phil Mickelson. Anyway, let me get my glasses back on. Sorry. I'm so far behind. Getting ready to head out to the bars soon. Uh-oh. Yeah, I gave up alcohol, Jeff. It's just not. After a lifetime of alcoholism, I finally decided to let it go, you know? It ain't doing shit for me. It's just fucking my life up. Well, not really, because I'm a very functional drunk, but I've always been a very functional alcoholic, but you know, you finally look at the in the grand scheme of things, and it's just not fucking cool, bro. Gotta let it go. The 4 Red Horse beers a day just wasn't fucking cool. Especially when I was approaching 200 pounds. Fucking wake up, bro. Wake up! I guess you could say that Philo has woken up. But Philo is not woke. He's just woken up. Daba? He's not really woke. He's just woken up and realized that alcohol was fucking up his life. Despite the fact of being a very functional drunk. Hey man, wake the fuck up, bro. Of course, it doesn't hurt when you sit at Lonnie's, right? Adrian, that's it. He's gonna pull a Mickelson. I'm calling it. You know what? Let's take odds. Hey, Adrian, how about we take a little gentleman's bet? A little Sunday gentleman's bet. And it's going to be easy, right? We're going to call it now. Final round Masters. Front 9 or back 9? Where's he going to do it at? He's going to hit the Shankroid, and he's going to get razzled. And Auberg's going to be right on his fucking tail, right? He's got DeChambeau up his ass right now, too. Hey, I like McIlroy. Don't get me wrong. I love the Irish. The Irish are my best friends. There's going to be many of them in this bar later on. Many Irish, UK, and Aussie. Adrian's taking the back. I'll take the front. I say he's going to do it on hole 7 on the front. And it's going to fuck his rest of his day up. He's going to be done. He's going to start 3-putting. He's going to hit a couple of chunky monkeys out of the sand. You know what I mean? Oh my God. It's just tickling me pink to think about it. But I really love the guy, to be honest with you. I'm just sick of him. I want to see I want to see some young gun come up. Oh, that was a great movie, wasn't it? Young Guns. I want a young gun to come up and fucking take him down. But you know, you don't even have to do that. He's going to take himself out. He's going to pull a Mickelson. I know it. Adrian's got back 9. I got hole 7 on the front. And we've got so am I right? It's only Saturday there, right? Wait a minute. What day is it here? Yeah, today's Sunday. Oh my God, you guys. I was walking down Baloy just 30 minutes ago. You guys know there's like a guard gate, right? Halfway down Baloy. Just past the Wild Orchid, just past Subrisa. On the left, there's a like a guard gate where they scam people for whatever they fucking call it. There's a guard there that pockets money that's supposed to be for environmental fees or something. I don't know what the hell he's doing. But now I want to tell you something about that fucktard at that gate. If you are booked into a hotel and you pass through that gate and he tries to collect money from you, you tell him to go fuck himself. Because you've already paid the resort, it's included in the resort fee. You tell him to go fuck himself and you just get on and you just, you know, drop it down into first and get a burnout right away from you. There's not shit he can do about it. He's just taking people's money anyway. See, that's a fucking pro tip there, boys. That's a pro tip. You don't get that on every channel. In fact, most of the other fucktards are vlogging but don't even know anything about that. That's a Philo inside scoop there. You're getting the inside scoop right here, boys. All right? Oh, Philo, you're so arrogant. Fuck you. You're so arrogant, Philo. You think you know everything. I am a fucktard. Anybody know what this is? This is spiritual Buddha incense from Thailand. That's right. We're gonna kick up the feng shui in this motherfucker. Philo, you're such an idiot. That's true. That's true. How's that? Well, you gotta love Thailand, right? Because everywhere you go in Pattaya, that's what you smell. It's fantastic. There's something very calming about it, right? And I'm just an old hippie anyway, so that incense shit's right up my alley. All right. There we go. So anyway, I got sidetracked. I was talking about walking down Baloy Beach this morning. Going the opposite direction, all right? I'm walking towards National Highway. And what's at that gate? That little scam gate they have? That scam gate environmentalist fee? 3 tour buses and 3 jeepneys packed with Filipino people. Oh my God. There goes the fucking, there goes the quietness. There goes the happiness. We've got thousands of tourists coming in for Sunday Family Fun Day. And they're invading Baloy Beach. It's a Baloy Beach invasion. Jeff, all right. Hey, you know what? That's awesome. I wonder if I can make the image even better. If there's a way to make it even better than it is. Adrian Smith says the driver. Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying too. Good morning, ma'am. Mustaka po. Mustaka.
Mabuti.
Mabuti po.
Mabuti po.
Ah, she had to think about it because my Tagalog is pangit. Is pangit, diba?
Islam.
Say hello.
Hello.
This is one of the many beautiful ladies at Harley's pub.
Oh.
She'll take good care of you. She'll bring you one of those. I know. What you got here? You see that? That's a standard issue here at Harley's. All right. Mango shake and coffee. That's standard issue. Like you're in Marine Corps boot camp. That's what you get, baby. That's standard issue here. Ricky USA, the remodel at Lonnie's was done well over a year ago, brother. I mean, it's okay, you know. She did the typical, you know, she remodeled it the typical Pinoy way, half-assed. She about halfway did it. I mean, it's okay, right? That bar irritates the hell out of me because she's sitting on a fucking gold mine there, and she does nothing at all about it. She's happy to just pay the rent every month. Does nothing. No drink promos, no hot girls in miniskirts. The lady is sitting on a fucking gold mine. What's left of the tourists that are in Angeles City, there's not many tourists there to begin with, but what's left walks past that bar every single day. She should have 1 gigabyte Wi-Fi and signs stating that she has the fastest internet on Fields Avenue. And she should have a couple of little hotties out there, right? In miniskirts. Miniskirts and crop tops. Pay them $500 a day. They'd be delighted to do it with little signboards that show the drink specials. My God, she would absolutely pack that place. And it's a small bar. She has no idea how to make money, this lady. It's so disappointing, really. I've told my buddy Chris Calbo, If she ever puts this bar up for sale, bro, we're buying it. We're buying it and we're going to close it for 2 months. And, you know, turn it into a proper foreigner bar. We're even going to have 6 different flavors of soju so we can draw in some of those Korean guys. Because once they take over Red Street, there's going to be Koreans fucking everywhere. We're going to have some samjup specials with kimchi, hot kimchi and soju. We'll pack that place out, get those Koreans drunk, and they start doing the make it rain on the girls. Fucking A, can you imagine? But no, she doesn't think about any of that. Has no idea how to make money. You have to exploit these dumbass foreigners that come over there for 10 days with 3,000 USD in their pocket. You got to get that money out of their pocket. It's very easy. Very easy to do. Ricky, don't make any excuses for her. I've sat there and watched it for 4 years. It's fucking hideous, bro. It's absolutely hideous. It took me a month to convince her to fix her internet. She kept pushing back on me. I told her, ma'am, I've done this for 32 years. I'm telling you, there's something wrong with your internet. Either your router is going bad, your router has a burnt chip in it. I told her it's very simple. You call Converge. You tell them that you are a business customer and all of your customers are complaining. Tell them the internet used to be amazing and now it sucks. And they'll send somebody out to fix it. She was so worried that she was going to have to pay some kind of 200 peso service fee to get her fucking internet fixed. It took me a month to convince her. She kept telling me, no, sir, I call them and they say this is normal. This is normal. I'm sorry, but 1 megabyte up and down is not normal. Well, it might be normal for the Philippines, but it's not normal Converge fiber to the home internet, which is what she has. She should have 500 up and down. She's on the same package that I'm on. Just unbelievable, right? It's just shocking. It really is. Just no idea what they're doing. Ricky, when you coming back, bro? Tony Jr.'s been asking about you. When's Uncle Ricky coming? I miss Uncle Ricky. Jonah wants to eat pancakes with Uncle Ricky. Get your ass back over here. I'll rent a wheelchair and I'll push you up and down Fields Avenue. Don't worry about your ailments. I'll get one of those fucking electric ones, Ricky, and we'll fly down the middle of Fields Avenue. We'll be Kamoti, right? The Kamoti white boys in the fucking wheelchair. And we'll just go up and bump fuckers right off their motorbikes. I'll give you my pickleball racket, right? You can be in the front, in the driver's seat. I'll be on the back, and as we go down, you just whack these fuckers in the head, knock them right off their motorbikes. We'll be the Kamoti squad. It'll be fun. We'll vlog it, get tons of views. Gary Barber, I make no money at all on this channel. That's not what I do it for. I couldn't give a shit about the money. There's no money on YouTube anyway. There's no money, you know, unless you've got, you know, Philly Brian makes a little bit of money on YouTube. Why do you want to know if I make money, Gary Barber? You need a loan, brother? I got your back if you need some money, Gary. I'll send you some Gcash, bro. Give me your number. I set myself up for retirement, you know, so YouTube, if it makes money, great. If it doesn't, you know, whatever money I get from YouTube goes right into Tony Jr.'s bank account, so it means nothing to me. When I got your back on that loan, Gary Barber, just let me know. Send me your number, brother. I've got a Gcash and Maya account that are completely loaded, 20K in each account. I can back you a couple. I can back you 5K right now. You need some? Need some money, brother? That's what kind of channel you got here. We aim to please our subscribers, all 5 of them. Tito Ricky has to make new plans for moving. Hold on. For some reason, they've got a heart here. You see this heart? Can I get that make that go away? No. New plans for moving here. Where I was going to move here got pulled out from under me. Ah. Okay. Ricky has shenanigans going on. Get one of those tracked standing wheelchairs or cars. Oh, we got some bugs here this morning. Fuck. So anyway, what else is going on? Besides McElroy choking on the front 9 Sunday. Ooh. Can he do it? Oh shit, there goes one of my soy dogs. He's still got his leash on. The beach is loading up. Can you see all the people over there? Let me put this thing down because when you zoom, Barreto Beach is becoming populated with the locals. Not necessarily the locals, but the ones that come in from Manila. They come in from Manila and they drive into that 350 peso per car. I know. Bahay Kubo place. And they hang on the beach all day. It's Sunday, family fun day, folks. We're going to be here till about noon today, and we're out of here. Back to Angel Shit City. And soon it'll be back to my home just 4 blocks down the road. So looking really forward to that. Looking real forward to that. Moving to Barrio Barreto, where there's still a little sanity left. Getting the hell out of Angeles. Shout out to you, Philly Brian. I'm right behind you, bro. I understand why you left, and I'm leaving for the same reason. See, Brian was way ahead of the curve. He got out, what, 18 months ago? I just want to get out of Angeles City without getting my car completely scratched to fuck or being in some kind of an accident with an idiot trike driver or motorbike rider. Too many fucking idiots there. Gary Barber, shout out to you, brother. Gary is a plumber. You know what, sir? When you come over here, please get a hold of me because I need a plumber. They need plumbers and what the fuck they're doing in the Philippines. I'm assuming that you're one of those. Like most things in this country, everything's done half-assed. So, a foreign plumber moving to the Philippines, you're like fucking gold, brother. You are like fucking gold. You'll never pay for another beer in your life. I'm telling you that right now. You'll never buy another beer for yourself if you're a drinker. You'll never buy another order of lumpia. Because you are a plumber, a foreign plumber who knows what the fuck he's doing. Gary says, I know, I never did here. There you go, yeah. Plumbers, that's a great trade. You know, I was in a great trade too. I was a lineman, fiber optic and coaxial cable lineman for a communications company. It's also a very specialized job. So I can do electrical work. I can do, you know, wire up plain old telephone service, which they still have here in the Philippines. They call that POTS, plain old telephone service. But you know, cable TV and fiber optic networks, it's just one giant series circuit. So once you understand what a series circuit is, then it's just on a much grander scale. It's a series circuit that feeds 1,000 customers at a time. So yeah, those were the good old days. Being a working stiff in Southern California. Yeah, a good plumber. A good plumber. Do you have, hey Gary, are you one of those ass crack plumbers? You know what I mean? Where you're underneath the sink and your ass crack hangs out? Are you one of those? Those are the best plumbers. It looks like a CD holder. You know, you can shove your CDs in the ass crack. Are you one of those plumbers, Gary? Those are the best plumbers. And they can always get into to the tightest spots too, those guys. It's amazing. It's because they're professionals. You know, those guys are professionals. They can get in there and yank that fucking toilet, man, and get you a new one in there in a jiffy. They'll have you sorted in no time. Ass crack and all. These guys are amazing, you know. My plumber in Southern California, he was about 80 pounds overweight. Get her done. I'll tell you what. He'd be working on my sink with one hand, playing fetch with my chihuahua on the other hand. Because every time he would come to my house, the chihuahua would want to play fetch with him. There's our swimmer. She's going out again this morning. That chick is a badass right there. You don't want to mess with her. She's going to go out there and swim around the bay. Swimming's like the ultimate exercise. You know what I mean? No, actually, that's not true, Gary. Well, I mean, everything's more expensive in Southern California, my friend, but that's not true. He was a great guy. Sorry to tell you, I didn't get scammed. I know that's what you want to believe. That's what everybody wants to believe. Oh, Philo got scammed because he's stupid. He doesn't know what he's doing. Just like the Philippines. Philo got scammed in the Philippines too. Everybody wants to believe the negative side of things. But that's okay, Gary. Let's just say I did get scammed, brother. All right? That fits your narrative much better. Let's just say I did get scammed. And then you and I can both laugh about it. Gary might be a troll in disguise. Joke, bro. Don't worry, Gary, if you're a troll, this is the one channel where you get to hang out and troll. You will not get kicked out. We love our trolls here because we just hang out and we laugh at you. Silently. Everybody goes, my God, that guy's a fucking idiot. Yeah, when you troll in this channel, Gary, you're going to get attacked from air, land, and sea. This channel is packed with military veterans. So you better dig your foxhole deep, baby, because you're going to have incoming. You're going to be low crawling around the perimeter, trying to avoid sniper fire. Troll away, baby. Look at her, she's going out. This chick is a badass. You watch her swim. She's gonna go out there and tag that fucking sailboat and come back. That chick is such a badass, I bet she drinks the water too while she's swimming. Of course, she's got those nice medium length dive fins. I mean, that's what you need, right? You gotta have fins if you're gonna swim. It's just, you know. I've never heard, did you get your plastic driver's license? No, stay tuned for that, Jeff. That's Philo's next big LTO adventure. The first LTO adventure was getting my license back a couple of weeks ago after speeding on the toll road. 123 and a 100. And that was pretty easy. Getting the license back was simple. Now, and you know, this should be easy, but here's the catch, you guys. I'm going to LTO in Angel Shit City. And all I've got to do, according to the LTO website, is show up with that paper license. I go right to the front of the line. Well, I'm going to do them one better. I'm going to stop by Watson's drugstore and I'm going to pick up a cane, right? And I'm going to limp in that motherfucker. I'm going to look like the biggest PWD they've ever seen, baby. That's a persons with disabilities, okay? PWD in the Philippines. Not only am I going to go to the front of the line, I'm going to have kuyas running around with chairs. Sure, sit down here, sit down, because they don't want you to fall, right? Steve 25901. Welcome to the live stream, brother. I don't recognize your name. If you're a new guy, welcome aboard. He says, I don't know, Philo. You're fairly young and over there living the good life. I'm 60 years old. That's true. In the grand scheme of expat things, I'm still pretty young. That's true. The important thing is, I'm not going to be one of those guys that's, you know, that's walking down Fields Avenue with his knuckles dragging the ground. You know? Charles Harding is in Calbayog, Samar, Philippines. Welcome to the live stream, Sir Charles. I have to go to Calbayog myself on business sometime in the next month. Mike Foodie, thank you. Mike is on it already. Yeah, we're in a sad state of affairs here, Mike. Like I said, if this particular unit goes down, and I got this one from my buddy down in Malolos, Walter Lavender. You guys remember Walter and Ducky from the channel? He gave me this because my other one died. And, you know, you can imagine the state of emergency that caused, Mike, when the first one, for some reason, it died on me. I don't know why. The first one that I had was a Nord 5, which is considered one of the best on the market. I'll send you some pics of it. It was a Nord 5 that I got from one of the Thunder MC boys, and I have no idea what happened to it. It's charged. I can charge it up. I can see the battery meter on the LED screen. It just does nothing. It doesn't heat the, you know. Did you ever switch to Zen and getting away from the vape? Zen. Switching to Zen and getting away from the vape. Zen. Z-I-N. I'll have to Google that, Jeff. I'm not exactly sure what Zen is. Foodie is back in Canada a week. Okay, well, there's no rush. I've got a lot of experience in the particular unit that I have right now. I think it's good for at least 6 months. And Walter says he knows somebody in the underground network there that fixes these things. They can crack the case open and fix it. So I've just got to get back down to Malolos. I've been so damn busy. I got to jump on Big Blue, head down to Malolos with that Nord 5 that's broken, pass that off to him, along with the little giggle juice for his vape. You know, the chocolate flavored, I know. Hey, you know what? I'll show you guys something really cool, all right? Now, you're only going to see this at Harley's, okay? I'm going to show you something really cool. This is the CR. But there's something really cool in here I got to show you. You can't see that one. It's too dark. Filipinas on Harleys. Is that 10 times better than, you know, you don't see Filipinas on Harleys. You always see, you know, some long-haired blonde girl from Huntington Beach, California. But that's fucking cool, isn't it? That's when I discovered that Harley's Pub and Grill, Harley's Pub and Hotel, is actually named after the Harley-Davidson motorcycle. Anyway, there's that. And we've got, okay, it's you know, Comfortably Numb, you guys all recognize these songs, right? Another Brick in the Wall. The whole bar is Pink Floyd, so the owner is, you got... Is there anybody out there? You guys recognize those. Mother, right? Look at this old wooden plaque here. Harley's Pub, Subic Bay. Isn't that what they call a coat of arms or something? I don't know. Bailey's original. You got your clock there. That's and there's the soap dispenser. Now, that's okay, isn't it? Huh? A wooden guitar. It says Harley's on it. Smoking out. We're just in time for the microwave oven to start. Anyway, how's that, huh? Filipinas on Harleys. Is that the coolest thing you've ever seen? Yeah, I know, I'm a fucktard. Shout out to Jonah Dona, because she could easily be one of the poster girls. All 82 pounds of her. Okay, Zen and nicotine patches. Gotcha. All right. Zen and nicotine patches. Well, I'm not so sure that I want to. I'll probably just get. I have a whole box now, a brand new nicotine patches that Ricky USA recommended. I ran through the first box and I did great until I stepped down to that 7 milligram patch. And then shit hit the fan. But of course, it's just not a huge concern of mine right now, you guys. I've got my diet squared away. I went from 187 pounds down to 170. I'm aiming at 165. I got my abs of steel back. You'll see that on Jonah Dona's beach posts that she does if you follow her on Facebook. If I can get down to 165 pounds, then that's my fighting weight right there, And I will. I'll get there. I just got to push a little bit harder. No rice. Very, very little alcohol. A shot of Jack Daniels over on the rocks here and there. I've kicked all the beer out of my life. No more fucking beer. That's just a fucking, empty calories. No rice and no soft drinks. So then you move your body around a little bit. Man, the weight just shaves right off. It's amazing. You don't have to take any of these special diet pills. You don't have to, I know. All of these gimmicks they sell on television that help you lose weight. There's always a disclaimer on the bottle that says, take this pill plus diet and exercise and you will lose weight. Wow. Well, I wonder if I could just do the diet and exercise part. But hey, you gotta tip your hat to these people that have made millions of dollars on these weight loss pills that are fucking useless. They do nothing for anybody. You gotta tip your hat to them because it's a great idea. The American consumer is one of the dumbest consumers in the world. If you tell them it'll make you lose weight, they'll fucking buy it. Now here in the Philippines, if you tell them it'll make your skin white, they'll buy it. So they got that going on here too. Everything is skin whitening. All of the shampoos, all the conditioners, all of the lotions that are sold. If you want to be a millionaire, start making magic syrup packets. Magic syrup. You know what I'm talking about? It's that MSG they have to put in everything they cook here. Come up with a skin whitening magic syrup. Oh my God, it'll be huge. And for the first month you promo it, right? You just tape it to something for free. The sad thing is they're going to believe it. You'll sell more magic syrup than anyone's ever sold in the history of the fucking Philippines. It's probably the worst thing that you could put in your food, but they're convinced here that it makes everything more masarap. So it's a little packet of poison that they add to every dish they cook. And Mike Foodie knows as much as I do. If they just tip the salt shaker over and shake it a couple of times, they'd get the same flavor. But no, they gotta use the magic syrup. Magic syrup makes everything masarap. Anyway, enough on that rant. What's next? What's next? Gary Barber, why do they want their skin white? Well, as here in the Philippines, sir, every TV celebrity, every person that is on a billboard has beautiful white milky skin. They have sold this lie to their kababayans, okay? A kababayan is a word that's used to describe compadres or general population or your friends, your cousins, your uncles, your... They've sold this lie to them. That white skin is the way to go. Now, if you're an American like me, we're just the opposite. We want brown-skinned, right? We like brown-skinned. And American women, how much money do they spend on tanning salons and tanning lotions and tanning oils? But here in the Philippines, it's just the opposite. They want to be white. They don't want to have dark skin. In Thailand now, dark skin tends to indicate poverty, right? A dark-skinned Thai girl will be looked down upon in society because she's basically a poor farmer, okay? You don't get this shit on every channel, guys, all right? Remember that. Philo ain't making no money at this, but he's giving away the good shit. He's giving away the goods, right? There you go, Ricky USA. He's got my back on that one. I only give away the facts, folks. Only the facts. And every one of them believe that their skin's going to turn white. They use this fucking soap their whole life, right? From childhood. Once they're old enough to understand what's going to happen when they use this soap, they use it their whole life. And their skin never even turns a half a shade lighter, but they still believe it's going to happen somehow. It's absolutely hilarious. It's kind of like the old weight loss scam in America. It's the same thing. Here we go. We're in microwave oven mode. Time to switch from this reader to this one. There we go. Whew. That's much better. Boy, I was so happy that my Ray-Bans didn't get damaged in that glass door shattering incident. I was actually more concerned about my Maui Jims that look like Ray-Bans. I was more concerned about my Maui Jim glasses than I was my bleeding foot. Hey, Priorities, folks, priorities. You don't know how hard it is to get a pair of Maui Jim prescription glasses in the Philippines, all right? You got to keep your, priorities intact here at all times. Now I can't read the fucking screen. Maui Jim Rescue. Miss Chloe. Miss Chloe? Gary Barber says Miss Chloe. Yeah, well, Gary, if you take a taxi from an NAIA and you get on the Skyway, you start seeing all these giant billboards, right, with these milky white-skinned girls who are Filipinas, wealthy Filipinas. Actually, Ricky USA can probably help me with this. There's one in particular that's very, very famous. She is the daughter of a politician, and she's got about 70% of the billboards in Manila. She's a milky white-skinned Filipina. Lawn Pizza, what's up, brother? Lawn Pizza, we had waves on Baloy Beach yesterday. Of course, they were only waves that a little remote control surfer could get piped, barreled in, but they were waves just the same. That's what I gotta get. I gotta get one of those little remote control surfers, right? That'd be so fun. Or even a little remote controlled power boat. That'd be fun as hell to have here in the bay. I could launch it from the end of the pier over there. I know quite a few people next door at the what's the name of that hotel? I've stayed there a few times. I could sit on the edge of that pier and just launch that remote control power boat and just terrorize all the sardines that are. Whomp! You know how loud those things are. They're actually banned in the USA in a lot of places because they're so loud. It's a little power boat with that motor that you start with your thumb and forefinger. You just twist it. It's got a little gas tank, the whole bit. Sounds like a 2-stroke motorcycle. Yeah, that's on my list. I gotta get one of those. Tony Jr. would get a kick out of that. That and a helicopter, remote control helicopter. Whew. Lawn Pizza, thanks for dropping in, brother. All we need are some cool waves and tasty buds, brah. Yeah, Gary, you know what I'm talking about. I grew up in the 70s, so we had these little, that's it, Cox cars. I think that's what we called them, Cox cars, right? And you bought the gasoline separately. It had a little gas tank. But of course, back then, they weren't remote-controlled cars. You just kind of started them up, set them down on the ground, they crash into a brick wall somewhere. And then you're fucked for a couple of weeks so you can mooch the money off of mom to get it fixed, right? Cox cars. Gary, you must be about the same age as me. I remember that now. Cox engines. Yeah, and I grew up in Speedway, Indiana, right? Home of the Indy 500, so. There we go. We got Kuya coming up here to mooch, get himself a ride for the day. How's that? Nice boat. Who wants to take a bonka boat this morning? Anybody up for it? Whew. Well, we got about, what time we got, boys? We got 6 more hours left, and we're going home. We gotta get the kids out into the ocean this morning. I gotta get back to the room, wake everybody up. Everybody wants to go swimming and hit the beach for a few hours before we go home. take full advantage of the time we've got here. And we're only an hour away from home, so. Boy, he's got him a nice boat there, you guys, huh? Now, I have found out through the Baloy Beach grapevine that you can buy that boat there for 100,000 pesos. That's right. 1,750 US dollars. You can own a boat just like that, but brand new. Can you believe they're that cheap? So if I end up staying, I might have a couple of those. But with the tourism being so bad, I mean, there's literally nobody here, you guys. If it weren't for the families coming in on Sunday, and you know, if you look at the culture here, those families that are coming in, they don't spend very much money. They bring all their own food, all their own drinks. They come in and they pay that 350 pesos per carload entrance fee. And that's about the only money they spend the entire day. They've got their own food and drinks. The establishment that owns the Bahay Kubo area, where there's like 50 or 60 of them, they're lucky to sell a couple of floaties. Maybe some cigarettes, a couple of bottles of MP. It's not like these families are coming in and checking into a resort and spending tons of money at the restaurant and at the bar. That's not really happening. But the sad thing is, they're struggling here as much as they are in Angeles City. There's just the tourism so in the tank now. I mean, Cambodia beat the Philippines in 2024 for tourists. Cambodia. The only country that didn't get more tourists than the Philippines was Laos. Of course, Thailand is at the top of the list. Thailand, Vietnam. I think it's Thailand, Vietnam, Malaysia. And Thailand's just sitting back and raking in the money. All the Thais are happily employed. Tourism's probably doubled in Thailand to what it was 5 years ago. Shout out to you, Thailand. You're making it happen. While the Philippines sits back and, as always, is satisfied with mediocrity. Oh well. You didn't hear from me. Just thinking out loud. Gary is in Indiana, a place called Westfield, or Wheatfield. I'm sorry, I can't see. Hold on. Wheatfield. Okay, not exactly familiar where that's at. I'm from Speedway, and during pandemic, I spent time in Fishers, Indiana. Fishers and Avon. My brother's in Avon, stepmother's in Fishers. Yeah, those two sub-cities of Indianapolis are about 45 minutes apart, going around the I-465. Wheatfield, Indiana. Help me out, Gary. Of course, I left Indiana at the ripe old age of 17 and never really returned, so I did spend quite a bit of time on the Indiana motor bus, though, which drove from Indianapolis up to South Bend, passing through cities like Logansport, Muncie, I think. No, did it go through Muncie? Kokomo, Logansport, Peru, Indianapolis to South Bend. I don't recall a wheat field, though. There's plenty of cornfield. Where you at, brother? By the way, nobody made a comment about the sexy Filipinas on Harley Davidsons. That kind of surprised me. The Cox Dune buggy. Ricky, I had the same thing. You could beat the hell out of that one. You didn't care what it crashed into. Carrie Lefebvre. Carrie Lefebvre, welcome. Or Leif. Sorry if I put your last name. The important thing is 2 hours 2 hours north right off of US 65. Okay. 2 hours north right off the 65. Wheatfield. Wow. Very nice. Who is swimming? I don't know. I don't know, Carrie. I don't know who's swimming. I didn't interview them ahead of time.